Jim. My partner Lisa and I are at Colorado Earth here in Golden, Colorado. And this is our laboratory where we do some pre-testing on soils and block strengths and things of that nature. I'm going to run you through a few of the tests we do real quickly, and then we'll do one of them more completely. Up here we have the mini block procedure. We mix a measured amount of soil and stabilizer and water in here, mix it up, and we make little mini blocks with this little press from AECT. Here's a couple of those mini blocks. And with this device, we can test different soils and different combinations of stabilizer and get little blocks and cure them and see how they come out. One of the things we test for when we do that is stabilization. And so these 3 blocks right here have been underwater for a few months, and they're little rocks. So we feel real confident about these. We write the various percentages of stabilizer and where the soil came from on the glass. They're all good. Then there's some simple field tests that we're not going to go through today. A ball test, a cigar test, a jar test. When you get all your stuff mixed up and you're thinking about stabilizing with lime, then you do a pH test. And that's what this little setup here is for, with the pH meter and the test shrink box. And it's not finished yet, but we packed our clay very moist into this space, which is a defined space. It's 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches by 24 inches. And then there's a chart that goes with this. As you let this dry out, as you can see, it's opening up here. We have a crack here, and you have a crack here, and a crack here, we have a crack here. That's because the clay is shrinking, which we expect that it will do. But we don't want it to shrink too much. So this test, when it's finished, when it's all dried out and the cracks have stopped expanding, then we take it, get real close here, Dylan, watch this. I buttered the inside of this thing so that we can actually push it together like that. See? Okay, and when it's all done, we'll push it together tight, then we'll measure this distance right here, and that will tell us about the percentage of shrinkage and whether we need to amend it, use it as is, or discard it, basically, are the 3 things you're going to know. So, right now, we're going to make a mini block. I've done some pre-measuring here to save us the time of doing that, and we'll go over this sheet over here on how we got that. This is exactly 500 grams of our screen soil right here. So that's what we're starting with as a baseline. And we've got a page right here that, here's our 500 grams of dry screen soil. All right. I've decided arbitrarily, although it's a percentage we frequently use, I've decided today that we wanted to stabilize our mini block with 7% of ordinary Portland cement right here. All right. So I did the math. 500 grams is 93% of X. When we add the Portland, we're going to have a greater amount. We still want that to be 93%. So here's the math. 500 divided by 0.93 is 537.63. Minus the 500 of the soil, we need 37.63 grams of cement. Okay, again, I've pre-measured it into here using the gram scale, and we'll mix that in with the soil. Okay, now we're also going to add water, or this isn't going to work at all. We like around 10% moisture content, so we weigh the water, and I have 10% in this little vial that we will add later. The first thing you want to do before you add the water is to get this mix, the cement and the soil, all mixed dry. And how do you know how long you mix it? The answer is until it's all the same color. We're going to add the water. If you just dump the water in one spot, then it gets harder to mix. When you're doing a bigger batch, you can actually weigh the water and then put it in one of these spritzers and then empty the spritzer, and it's a lot easier to mix that way. We're doing such a small quantity today, though, that we're just going to kind of sprinkle it in and mix as we go. We'll just give it some little dribbles like that, save a little, and mix this up. Now, you think that's not very much water, and it's not, which is one of the advantages of these compressed earth blocks, is that they don't take very much water. 10% is all we need. Okay, so we're now down to get our 10% moisture in here. We've got our 7% cement in here. We're all mixed up, so you can see here it's all the same texture and consistency. The moisture content, as I said, is very low. You can make a ball out of it, but it comes apart very easily. That's all we need for the press box. So I'm going to load up this little chamber right here with my soil. We don't pack it, we just fill it, and that way it's getting roughly the same amount. Okay, there we are. This goes in here, like so. Oops. Little plates. There we go. Okay, and we has a hydraulic jack that drives it up, so we tighten up the jack over here. And we're going to pump, which is going to create, it's going to make this little plate in here go down on that soil inside of that little chamber. We've got a pressure gauge on it over here. We're going to push to 2,000 just so that we have a number that's standard for us and it does the job. Right to 2,000. See that, Dylan, over here, 2,000. And then we let off of it and release, and then this little plate will come back up. I've been having a little trouble with it lately. There we go. Okay, so now, where's the block? Well, it's in there. See it? There it is. We need to get it out. That's why we have this one. There. Back in here. So. This takes quite a bit of pumping on this one because we got to push it all the way out at the bottom of the plate to hold it. But you'll see it fall. We're not going to get any pressure here because we're just pushing it out. You'll see the block fall right here when it's done.
There you go.
There it is. Okay. So then we release the pressure again. Allows that to come up. We can go ahead and push the block out right now. So there's the little mini block. And it's good for testing purposes again because it is lime or cement, combination of the two, and then we let it cure. And then we do, for stabilization, we drop it in water like these were. Clang, these did quite well. They've been underwater for several months actually, and did quite well. So we'll see how we do with this one. I'm Jim Halleck. This is the mini block test. My partner Lisa Schroeder and I are Colorado Earth. You can check us out at coloradoearth.com. Thanks for watching.